Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Now it's official, The Sims 4 base game is free. So today is the 19th of October. Today's my birthday, actually. I am 33 years old. I'm an old lady. But yesterday we had the Sims 4 Summit, the live stream where they would tease a few things here and there and show us a few updates. So we had a teaser for The Sims 5. I wasn't that excited about it, but it did look nice. But I'm not ready for The Sims 5 just yet, and it won't come out just yet. This is just a little teaser that they showed us. It will take quite a while for it to actually come out, at least a few years. But the thing I know most people were the most excited about was the teaser that they showed about babies. If you are unaware, The Sims 4 babies are currently merely objects. So they spend their life sleeping in their little cot, and you have, I would say, maybe 10 interactions with that baby, but it does nothing, and they all look the same, and it is an object. You can literally buy a baby in the debug menu. So not very fun. But we did see at the end of the live stream a little baby crawling. I know that a lot of you guys like all the gameplay aspect of it, so that will be quite good news for people that like to play the game. I do not play the game, I just build in it. Other than that, we did have 2 new updates about The Sims Free Play and The Sims mobile app. Just a few updates. I'm not quite sure because I do not play them, but go on The Sims official channel here on YouTube. Just type in The Sims and look for the verified channel that has a little blue tick, and you will see the last live stream on that channel, and you can go ahead and go watch it. It was quite fast. I was expecting it to take longer than it did, but it was quite fun anyhow. Now, let's talk about what I am currently building right now. I am building a watchtower in the middle of the woods, or a forest watchtower, if you will. I wanted it to look as derelict as possible. I wanted to look rusty and cold and not homey whatsoever, and I wanted to look a little bit dangerous. I took inspiration on a film that I watched probably like 2 times in the last month, just because I watched it once by myself and then once with different people, which is the movie The Fall. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it, given that you are above age, if you are above 18 years old, because it might not be appropriate for younger people to watch. But I took inspiration with that particular structure in that movie because of the ladder. That would be my biggest nightmare. The ladder in this particular build is absolutely horrifying because it is 4 stories tall and it's just a ladder. There's nothing there to protect you. It is quite scary. I would not like this at all. But you might be able to see how I took inspiration from that structure, given that I built a whole structure around the ladder itself. So you do have a few columns, very large columns, and a few little cages around, just to give it, the sense that it is quite structural, safe. On the inside, it is very basic, very simple, and very small. It is just a studio apartment sort of thing. You have a tiny little kitchen. It's basically 1 sink, 1 stove, and 1 small little counter where you can chop up your food. You have your little bed area with a little bookcase. you do have a computer, because I would think, if you are a forest guard, that's not the proper name for it, but I will maybe come up with the proper name of it. But if you have that job, forest ranger, I think that's it. If you are that person and you have that job, then you need a computer just in case of an emergency. I have also recently watched a movie that had a watchtower in the woods, and it was a horror movie. And it was a terrible movie. I've forgotten, I would say 85% of it, because it was so bad. But, several things are giving me inspiration to build this. I think it is lovely. It looks exactly like I wanted it to. As this is kind of sort of a themed build, it is, of course, not base game. It would be impossible to make it base game, so we do have quite a lot of packs in it. But now The Sims 4 is free, so we will start incorporating even more base game builds. If you take a look on my channel, you will see that since I came back from the long hiatus I have had, that you will see a lot more base game builds. I've been trying to build them in every kind of architectural type or design type, or different things, different themed houses, or one house is on a hill and the other one is underwater, or whatever it may be. Every house is a little bit different. We will continue doing that, because like I just said a million times, The Sims 4 is now a free game. The base game is free. So me and all the creators, I believe, on the platform need to make our builds or our creations more accessible so that everyone can have access to them. Most people that will come into the game will be children or younger people that now will have access to the game, hence it's free, and they won't have the money to invest in The Sims. So I think it is very important for us to do that. So I am doing that, and I am also coming up with a lot of tutorials, mainly to do with terrain tools, because I know that is quite a tricky thing in The Sims, to dominate terrain tools. It can be quite tricky. I was going to do a little bit of terrain manipulation on this lot, but my mouse broke and I've ordered a new one, and it said it was next day delivery, and it wasn't. It has been 2 days and I haven't received it yet. So I had to build these houses using only my mouse, which is not very fun or easy to do. Anyways, here are the screenshots. This build was quite easy, quite quick. Tomorrow's build will be immense because I am building a base game little mansion. So stay tuned for that coming up. If you want to download this, then you can of course find me on the gallery using hashtag SimsDesigns or hashtag SimsDesignsYT. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!